SARS, everyone's best friend. The South African Revenue Services. So what is income tax? This is the government's main source of income. Some of them hide the money in their couches. I'm joking. SARS stands for the South African Revenue Services, SARS. So these are the big tax guys. The tax threshold. This is the level of income at which you begin to pay tax. So if you earn below the tax threshold, you don't pay income tax. Okay, it's the government like almost doing you a favor because, well, your income is a lot lower. So you don't need to pay tax just yet. It's more important that you provide for your family. In terms of non-compliance, so this is not doing something that is officially or legally required. To some extent, this will be illegal. Tax dodging or tax evasion, this is avoiding paying tax. Okay, so tax evasion is illegal, but this idea of tax avoidance, it's legal, but it's extremely frowned upon. That is also mentioned in your textbook. So income tax, it's levied on all income and profits received by a taxpayer. This includes individuals and companies. So individuals, natural persons, and companies, these are their own entities, just understanding forms of ownership. So companies, they have a life and an identity of their own. SARS, it requires all people receiving any form of employment income to be registered with SARS to reduce non-compliance as well as tax dodging. Okay, reducing non-compliance, not complying with SARS, you are avoiding tax. Avoiding paying tax, you're evading it, and that is illegal. If you earn above a certain income threshold, you must register for income tax. The initial rate is like 18% or so, and in South Africa, it goes all the way up to 46%. We've got a progressive tax system, so the more you earn, the more tax you pay. It's a way of almost like trying to curb inequality, reducing South Africa's Gini coefficient. That's an economic term to describe inequality in the world. And South Africa, well, surprise, surprise, is the most unequal country in the world. I mean, you can see it everywhere. Sandton, Alexandra, Ballito, Shaka's Kraal, Stellenbosch, Kayamandi. For every rich, booming, bustling place, there is a township very close by because, well, who's going to work in these booming and bustling areas? So yeah, this is SARS. They collect money, goes to the government, and the government uses it to make our lives better. Repairing roads, ensuring there's better access to public healthcare, ensuring that the power grid is working fine, that there's always access to clean water and things like that. And, well, yeah, for the most part, I guess it's true, but there's a lot of under-the-table stuff that happens in South Africa, especially